Now happy to be back with associate coach Dwight Lee, Jordan Kiss here. Kings a dominant 8-0 win over the Trail Smoke Eaters as they snap out of their 5-game losing streak actually tonight. 5 first-period goals, 3 of them shorthanded, and Dwight, I think after the way the last 5 games have gone, you got to be pretty pleased with the way that this Kings team came out today.
Oh yeah, that was a pretty complete effort, and got contributions from our full lineup, and we came into this game well prepared, and the boys executed, and yeah, so it feels pretty good.
I think you could tell early on that Trail maybe wasn't at their best. They had the long travel, and I feel like this Kings team really took advantage of that early on with the hot start. Again, you guys came hot out of the gates, and that first goal from Noah Air just set the tone.
Yeah, and like our preseason road trip to Trail, we kind of know what that travel's like, and and they just pulled into town, like, I think this afternoon.
Yeah.
And so we were on them early and dialed in and forced them to take some penalties and capitalize on the power play. Kind of had good momentum of the game there, and just kind of rolled from there.
And it's always been good start after good start for this Kings team, but this one, I don't know, I feel like it kind of the same. It's just everything was just working out and going in for you.
Yeah, I mean, scoreless second period, and thought we, played good defensive hockey, and just kind of keeping track of our how we're managing the puck coming up the ice. We were pretty good tonight, like coming out of our end and getting pucks into their end, and just focusing on those things, and a lot of the good things are going to happen from that. So yeah, tonight's definitely shows that.
Definitely, I think top to bottom, like up and down the lineup, I think everybody played a role. Everybody contributed to the win tonight, and I think the play at both ends were also, I think, probably the best they've been all season long.
Definitely, lots of guys factored in on the score sheet. Special teams were awesome on both sides, power play and penalty kill. And our goaltending was great, and I think, like, going down the lineup, every guy contributed. Shot blocks, hits. There was it was a group effort, and those are that feels really good when your whole team's contributing.
And what about those 3 shorthanded goals in the first period? I don't think anybody saw that. You get one, it's like all right, but 3, including 2 on the same penalty kill. Again, you guys just seem to take advantage of a flat-footed Trail team and just use your speed to your full advantage on those kills.
Yeah, you bet. Like our penalty kill, we've got some forwards that kill for us that have a lot of speed, and if they force errors from the back end, and then if they mishandle a puck, we're gone. So I think I don't know exactly how many shorthanded goals we've put up this year, but that's something we've been able to produce, and so it's great to see.
Well, it's 4 now, and going into that second period, obviously you're up 5-0. You have a great first, but still lots of game left. Was kind of the mentality going into the second just to keep the foot on the gas pedal?
Yeah, exactly. Like you were saying, we've had those periods where we get off to a really good start. I mean, last time we played Victoria, we did too, right? And then we've kind of, maybe sat back or got a bit complacent, got away from our game. I think we did a really good job of just sticking with it, and then and even kind of building. And when Trail did kind of push back in the second, we were structured, and we were able to get pucks out, and then the third period, I think we just kind of we found our offense, power play popped a couple there, and yeah.
And then the third period, we talked about the third period scoring struggles for this team. I don't know if you knew this, but that was the first time this year the Kings scored multiple goals in the third period.
Yeah.
And I know, I think for my mindset, I think with the way the game was going to the third, it was like, let's try to score here. Let's gain some confidence in the third period. Do you think your team was able to do that today?
So that third period, like, I know we had at least 1 power play. Was there 2?
We had 2, yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, just playing structured, we forced them to take some penalties there, and I mean, like, we kind of had some different personnel on some of those power plays there because we were up, and the guys were able to execute, and it was good to not just have a good start and a solid second, but like we even kind of we finished that game with a lot of good momentum that we can hopefully carry over to tomorrow.
Yeah, I think a full 60-minute effort is definitely what happened for this Kings team. And again, we talked about it's been 40-minute efforts for a long time now.
Yeah.
You finally get that 160-minute effort. Now it's a matter of, okay, this is what it takes now to be successful and win hockey games.
Yeah, I think so. I think that's kind of something, you know, that we learn from losses, but we learn from wins, and we were, yeah, like I liked our preparation through the week and our focus, and you know, I had that feeling coming into the building tonight that we were going to get the job done. I knew that they were traveling, and we came on them early. Like, the execution there from top to bottom was, you know, exactly what we'd expect. So I mean, even there's a few little things that we could clean up, but for the most part, you know, I'm really liking our game heading into the, you know, we got a couple more this weekend. I really like where we're at. Now,
Trezor Watton picking up his first BCHL win and doing it in a shutout fashion. 31 saves for him tonight, and we've seen him through his first 3 games. Solid, just very solid goaltender. We saw more of that tonight. Just steady, and somebody who's not really frantic and just so calm in the net.
Yeah, exactly. He makes it, like, sometimes those scramble situations in the net front area, he seems to be very poised and focused in those situations, and a couple instances this game where he maintained composure in those situations. That was great. And you know, you could tell the guys were really you know, we're obviously trying to limit shots and you know, in all situations, but you know, especially where at the end of the game there, the guys were really playing hard for their goaltender. They wanted him to finish the game off with a shutout, and you know, you could see, like, you know, guys were sacrificing their bodies and blocking shots right into the final minutes of the game. So really happy that we were able to finish that out for him.
And we know we talked about, you know, the contributions up and down the lineup, but you know, the big question going into this one was how this Kings team will do without Alexei Van Hukachero in the lineup. And it seemed like you guys didn't miss him. You know, the top guys that you expect to rise up in these situations, they did. Noah Ayer, Anthony Lucarelli, and Anthony Yu, just to name a few.
Yeah, so definitely, like, you saw some of our key players kind of picked up the slack there, and then, you know, and then we got contributions from a lot of other guys, so it was a group effort for sure.
And I also want to touch on Alex Sandu, who picked up his first points of the season today. I think he had 2 or 3 assists, and for him, confidence-wise, that's got to be huge going forward. I know he's not offensively off to the start he's wanted, but I know, you know, the coaching staff is very happy with the way he's developed into a centerman since you guys put him there, and I think today's a great example of the hard work he's put in has paid off.
Definitely. He's been defensively responsible as a center for us, but we know he's got a ton of skill, so it was nice to see him get on the board, and hopefully that's something he can just build off of. And there's a few guys that have kind of been snake bitten, and you know, for example, like you think about Sandy there, he made a beautiful assist there to Stewart, and that's another guy that's kind of rattled off some posts and crossbars and gotten some pucks through, and probably, you know, deserves to be up, you know, a little bit higher on the stat line than he is. And so it was great to see him get his first BCHL goal here tonight too.
Well, now you're going into still 2 more games this weekend. You got tomorrow in Victoria and the Sunday afternoon in Alberni. And how much, you know, coming off ending the 5-game losing streak, you know, how much confidence does that build as you go into to face off against 2 teams at the top of the conference right now?
Yeah, I think it's really good. Like, I think our confidence should be high from that. Like, but I think that, you know, hopefully the guys, like, sort of understand that that's what we can be like when we're on our game, when we're, you know, consistent through the full 60, and we come out hard, and you know, doing all the little things and getting pucks in and getting pucks out of our end. It's all the hockey cliches, but yeah, when we do those little things, we've got a team with a lot of speed, a lot of skill. We've got a really good power play. We can kill penalties. And you know, we can be a force, and that's kind of what I think it looks like when we're playing at our best. And you know, now it's a matter of following that up tomorrow.
Yep. So the Kings in Victoria tomorrow, 6 o'clock for a second meeting against the Grizzlies, and then Sunday afternoon at 2 o'clock in Alberni against the Bulldogs as they face off for the first time this season. Dwight, as always, thank you very much for joining me here post game, and enjoy the win tonight. We'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah. Thank you.